Yo, what's up, how you guys doing? Hope everybody's been doing pretty well. So based on my last video, I think I would rather address the issue online and let the people, like people of the internet and also people who support me, I would let them know that not everything which is being reposted or posted it's actually true. And maybe give me a couple of days, I'll actually come out with my response video. I guess she did do that, and that's great. So this is how this video is gonna run. We're gonna look through and the silencer's allegations and get Sylvia's POV to them. If you're wondering why the website is on a PDF file, that's because it's been taken out of the net, but I've downloaded the webpage like quite some time back, I think. I kinda knew that this will happen. We are of course not gonna look at everything on the site, like alleged misappropriation of funds. Like, bro, come on, that is way above a certain level. And at the same time, we're also not gonna look through everything in the video because certain things were just let's just say it was very disturbing to me. Certain things which were discussed in the video should have been kept like completely private because it's even like beyond this entire saga, you know. But anyway, with that being said, let's get into it. Chapter 1. Alleged failed attempt to remedy HR issues.
Okay, so that's the thing, right? Xiaxue was the finance/HR person in the company, right? I don't know her that well. She's closer to Ryan. Okay, and even when she was working at NOC, right, and Reno King became its separate entity, she worked for Ryan behind my back. You know, like working in 2 companies at one time. So she was a HR person in that sense, right? And when I took over the operation, I know what she do, you know. But what happened was that when I came and looked at operations, I felt that it was badly done. So last August, around then, right, when I was so angsty and that thing was recorded, I actually went to a HR consultancy and said that I need help. I think my company needs to revamp its HR. It's a bad, right? So what happened was that HR company, ever since then, right, we got the grant, and now she is working in NOC and has been working for some time as a third-party consultant, right, to improve our workflow.
Okay.
Right? And that has been done.
So basically when people tell you HR is not good, you did hire somebody and try to solve the problem.
Of course I did.
Juicy! So according to Sylvia, this particular person called Xiaxue was NOC's finance/HR person. She was also juggling between NOC and Reno King at that point of time. And when Sylvia took over the operation, she saw that it was badly done. She hired a third-party consultant to fix up the issue since around last August. If you see in the blog, they posted a survey which was done in the company where Sylvia basically got a pretty low score in almost all categories, I would say. But it's also written as the unofficial HR Xiaxue who set it up, which technically says that Xiaxue was still the HR back then when this survey was done. So I guess it comes down to how much the HR has changed ever since then, right? That's not for us to discuss because we don't have the facts, but at least we've cleared the point. So let's move on. Chapter 2. Alleged cheating on Ryan while he was in Taiwan. Guys, we'll come back to this later because this itself has like different episodes to it. So we'll come back to it like at the end of everything. Chapter 3. Alleged jokes about sexual harassment. I don't think they covered this part to my knowledge, but if they did, I think someone can link up that portion of the interview in the comments because I tried looking through the video. I don't think they covered this portion. So yeah, let's move on to chapter 4. Why am I reading this like a fucking storybook? Chapter 4. Alleged mistreatment towards employees. This was the initial issue which everybody wanted accountability and answers. There's different parts of the interview which eventually leads back to this thing. So we'll dive a little deeper on this point. How did we start here and end up knee deep into someone else's marriage? Oh my god. I'll save my final thoughts. for the end of the video. But for now, let's go in.
I want to say, when I did my apology letter, okay, throughout this whole saga, that day was actually the hardest day of my life. Because I really took a step back and look at this person, right? And I know that person is not me anymore, you know? It's me playing this bad cop. I think I've turned into this like whole terrible person that I don't want to be. I never want to be, but I don't know why I became that person.
Were you never like this last time? Because you said that you have stayed authentic.
So on one hand, right, yes, I may be crass, right? Yes, on one hand, I may be vulgar, right? But I have never been so angry and so hateful. And that was the reason why, like, recently I went for like therapy, recently I went for a lot of sessions, right? To tell them that I've become a person that I don't want to be, and I'm very ashamed and I don't want to live my life continuously as this person.
Why do you turn into that person?
I don't know why, but I think throughout the years, it just became like I felt the need to become like that to protect, I don't know, the business, to protect Ryan, to protect so many things.
So according to her, she's trying to explain why she actually turned into this nasty person, and the main reason is because she's playing this bad cop in the company to protect everything around her. And for goodness sake, the therapy session, yes! Fucking normalize that shit. If you need help, please go and get it one way or another. I cannot emphasize that more. Bloody hell, I think everybody, including the staff, especially the staff, has to go for a session or two to keep their bloody mental health in check, you know. Oh my god.
Brian is very uncomfortable showing that he is a not nice person.
Okay.
He has to be the nicest guy in the room. Right? It doesn't mean that he's not angry sometimes. He is. There are many times where he's angry with certain things, certain people, right? But he will entrust me to do the scolding. And it's something that I do very willingly, right? Because I have to protect my good cop, right? You know? And he always sounds like he's very hurt, you know? So I'm like, you know, this person really bully you. I'm going to fuck him. I'm going to fuck him up for you. You know, it was really like that. You know, you always...
And is he actually really hurt?
It was many years of him behaving like this. And then me saying that this is not good for my mental health, that's why I asked for the divorce.
Okay.
Right? But you know what it means, right? It's this child that's like, he's always sad, he's always bullied, this person did this to him again today, he is hurt.
Okay.
And then because I love him, I'll go fuck the person up. You know?
Okay. A bit like a mother hen.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened, and I just became this very angry person against everyone.
She started acting like the bad cop, she played the role of the bad cop, and she became the bad cop. The bad cop took over her fully. That's basically it. But I think this gives us a little context lah, because like personality plays a big role in all this, right? Be it work behavior, be it attitude towards employees, be it attitude towards people in general. Personality plays a big role lah.
You know, in all the Zoom meetings and stuff like that, it seems as if, or there's this illusion rather, that I don't know whether it's true or not, that you are the big boss in the NOC. Nobody can override you. You are sort of bullying everybody. You are slave driving the employees, and Ryan has no say, and he is just trying his best to protect them, but he can't do anything. Is that true?
What? Which part do you want me to answer for this question?
Well, is it true that you are the big boss and you get to make the decisions?
I would say, right? The roles are divided very, very clearly. Okay? And we all know who holds the real purse strings of the company and who signs on the biggest thing, right? And it's not me. Okay, what I do, okay, I can tell you today, if you want to ask me about my company, I can tell you what's our growth. I can tell you how much money I bring in. I can tell you which of my, you know, I can tell you which of my verticals is making money, which is not making money. How many percent each vertical is making money? That's my job.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to actually tell me. Okay, then.
No, like, that is my job, right?
Okay.
To make sure that, hey, this vertical is profitable. If this is not profitable, we need to cut this vertical.
Okay.
Like, I am that person.
Right. Who is in charge of making talent stay late then? They're complaining that they're overworked, right? They are not going home at 7. Nobody's respecting their time.
To be very honest, I do believe that the media industry in general have very flexible timing.
Okay, I would agree with that lah.
And like, what
true.
time are we shooting this now?
Yeah, it's true. It's late in the night. Okay.
That's not answering the question though, is it? I understand that the media industry in general has a very flexible timing, but she didn't speak anything in relevance to her employees and their work rate or anything in that circle, right? But instead it was more against the business front end of things lah, I would say. I'm a little confused as to why, but yeah, I feel like that area was completely lost in the midst of the question.
Honestly, I can tell you the truth. I feel it's very unfair that they're blaming me because my job is to ensure that you submit. I don't do the operations.
Well, but do you give very unrealistic timelines to people then? I mean, it's your job to go and tell the client, cannot be done lah. It's ridiculous. My staff will be overworked like mad. So do you feel that that's your fault?
I feel that there are jobs that sometimes is really very tight. And then there are jobs, we also know there are seasons where we're slacking around, doing fun videos, because that season really no client.
Okay.
You know, it's a give and a take, right? We all know when it's crunch time, year end. Right?
11.
Yeah, you know, this sort of time,
Yeah.
we know what is crunch time. And then we know sometimes there's really nothing to do. It kind of seems like it's a very one-sided way to look at the whole industry and the whole schedule of the whole year. Right? Because it makes it seem like the whole year is like this.
Okay.
That is not true.
I still don't think that is answering the question regarding the employees of NOC. Also, the follow-up question was who was in charge of making the talent stay late, which technically wasn't answered as well. We are speaking more of the industry and business rather than the issue at hand, which are the employees. That's how I feel towards this, I guess. Chapter 5. alleged fat shaming of an influencer. They didn't cover this as well, but Pretty Please came up with her own advertisement using the promo code, and she also tweeted out her thoughts regarding this particular incident. So I guess you guys can go to Pretty Please's Twitter to see like what she had to say regarding, I guess, all of this and her point of view of them releasing this particular conversation about her online. But the but the promo code part that was kind of genius, to be honest. Chapter 6. Allegedly bartering for services. Yo, this allegation, I'm telling you, oh my god, when I fucking saw it on the blog post, I was like, shit. Do you guys know how serious of an allegation this is towards anybody? Like, it's crazy. So long story short, logistics guy invites Sylvia to go to his rich friend's house. Sylvia invites her friends, which are the NOC girls, to go together. Sylvia was drinking coconut juice at the house like a loser. And Sylvia also said that NOC is a company which makes videos and they don't have any goods to send. So what's the link between a courier company and them? That's basically the summary of it. It's explained in detail in the video with screenshots if you guys want to see it. I'm not going to watch through the whole thing. It's a long. But one thing I can tell you, this is a bloody serious accusation. If this is not true or this is proven not to be true, God. Chapter 7. Nobody is a saint. Now that we covered everything else, let's go back to the cheating segment that I told you we'll go back to.
So if there's one thing that I can be very, very proud of, is all throughout these 10 years, I've never cheated on him a single time.
Okay, so that's just as clear as it can get lah. But on the blog, however, there are screenshots showing Sylvia just apparently grabbing some dick and grabbing and don't know doing what. It feels so weird to say. I don't know why. Maybe because it's Sylvia or something. But yeah, let's hear her point of view towards this grabbing. Where have we come to, guys? How did workplace come to grab? Okay, sorry. Let's hear her point of view.
So why is it that people said that you cheated then? The whole sucking dick part, you know, like when did that happen?
The sucking dick part, I think you know, like the whole marriage was never intimate already, right? And then we were separated, right?
Legally separated already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Separated,
Okay,
right?
but not divorced yet.
Not divorced yet.
Okay, that's why you said in the text that you're still married.
But the fact of the matter is, we're already not hanging out together.
You stay in the same house though.
Yes, right? But we are strangers. He has his life, I have my life. You know? And the fact is, I was so right to keep to my ethics at the time, right? I really like this guy, but I keep telling him, April, please wait for me till April.
When it's official. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you break tahan lah.
But babe.
This may sound a little controversial, but according to Sylvia, they were legally separated but not divorced completely, right? At that point, I feel like it's each to their own, or rather like each couple to their own. Like, let me try to put this in perspective. Let's say there's a couple called couple X. If they are separated and waiting for the divorce papers, and they agree with each other saying that, okay, it's cool if you go and see other people, who's anybody to say anything really? Isn't this the relationship problem or the issue between both of them? But in this case, it's still allegations, and there's always two sides to a coin, man. That aside, there were also allegations from Sylvia that Ryan has cheated on her multiple times.
And then, remember he had a restaurant?
Right? I don't know that. Okay.
Right, at the very start before NOC, right? I feel like I'm very forced to say this right now because I need to protect myself from whatever the world is throwing at me. But the fact is, at that time, Ryan cheated on me.
At the start? Before marriage?
1-2 years into the marriage.
Okay.
Right?
Cheated on you?
Yes.
With who? And do you have any proof of that?
He cheated me with a waitress at the restaurant that he was starting with his friends. Right? And it hurt me a lot because the restaurant wasn't making money. And at the time, I really helped out for free as a wife.
Okay.
He cheated with the waitress while I was washing plates, right? In the restaurant.
Legit, having sex while you were washing plates?
No, as in like, I was washing plates and he was, I don't know, he always say send her back, send her here, send her there.
You know, okay, I just want to pause here for a while to say that I just think it's so unfair because, not that I'm trying to cite you or anything, but any other woman saying that her husband has cheated on her, people will not say, do you have proof? Right? But now, I feel like the audience will be like, do you have proof of this cheating? Like, how do you know?
So it was one day when I felt like they really had something going on, right? And then that was the day where I think I almost died. Okay, like mentally almost died. So I found he has an email with this girl. Okay, and I was like, why is this email so strange? All right, so the girl's name's like R. Okay, right, he's also R, right? So Ryan actually have this email that they write love letters to each other, and then they send it via email. And the email account was called R and R at I don't know, hotmail or gmail.com, right? So one day, you know, I was just able to log in it, right, using the password, and I saw all that, and I think that was the day where
崩溃.
Babe, you don't know what is 崩溃 until you see that. And I laugh now because it's so long ago. But I think his mom also knew about it. Like we argued a lot about it. And that was his first cheating.
I see that or I don't see that, I still don't know what is 崩溃 lah. Hello. But yeah, allegedly that was the first instance of Ryan cheating on Sylvia. And we are not going to look into all the other instances where she explains, you know why? Look at Mothership's summary of this portion. Even the summary itself is so long already. Sylvia also posted a second apology on her Instagram saying that I'm truly sorry for all the wrongs I've done and the mistakes that I've made. The past 3 weeks have been draining and she's fully cooperating with the workplace authorities, MOM and TAFEP and everybody, and she will continue to do so. She will be accountable for her actions and, give her the time and space to settle things privately. Yes, oh my god, please. There's really nothing else that can possibly be out there with what's already out there. Like, it's really saddening how this whole thing has took a complete turn, really. At the same time, Ryan also came out to address certain allegations from Sylvia's video. You can see he says that I'm not involved in any way with chicken rice or the publication of the blogspot, which has been taken down. I've already addressed this earlier on in the video. He said that he's refused to disclose any personal communication, but he will address certain allegations made against him. And if we just scroll past, this is all him clearing up his name more towards the business end and Reno King and all that side of things, which I didn't cover in my video, so I'm not going to talk about his statements as well, which it doesn't make sense if I did anyway. Yeah, his last, he says he's tired of this and don't want to be anybody's heroes or villain. Did not ask it for it either. He says there's so much more to be said and actual important issues to address and investigate, and he will leave that to the authorities, and one day Sylvia will reveal what she pays him or stuff like that regarding business. I've been saying this throughout the video, be it in a joking manner or not, but fuck, I felt like this has taken such a huge turn from workplace toxicity avenue to someone's relationship and someone's private life. I, as an outsider, feel like I'm invading their privacy. Regardless of what we see, there's always going to be another flip side. This is Sylvia's story. So what happens when Ryan comes out with his story? And then what if the NOC girls come out with their version of the story? Bro, the wheel will just continue turning and there will be no end to this. And we will never know who's right and who's wrong. And you know what? I genuinely hope that they don't. I hope that they settle this in private and move on from there. It's gone so deep into someone's life. It's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. But what's been started has to come to an end, and I wholeheartedly wish nothing but the best to everybody who's involved, even including the staff and everybody else. And hopefully things change for the better, regardless of which part of the entire saga that we saw. It has been a little heavy, so let me end off this video with a joke, guys. Let me end it off with a joke. You guys remember this guy? Kurtberg forever? This joke. Someone tagged me on this. Very disappointed in chicken rice because they delete all the posts. Same like Rishi. This guy don't understand it. Oh, I cannot. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as well. And I'll catch you guys next week. Take care of yourselves, man. Peace.